I thought it was really cool that I was able to go out there early. I think one of my, a few of my drives, a lot of their ones were out there. So, kind of feeling the, the play speed of it all. And obviously, preseason's a little different with how much, defenses are going to incorporate and put in and whatnot. But, it was definitely a little bit faster. But, I've had a lot of great practice, going against our guys each and every day. So, just going to try to continue to grow.
As Jackson Dart said, the defense the flavor is vanilla, right? They're not throwing a lot at you, but still, this guy third on the depth chart behind Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, and he played pretty well. What did you see out of him? What stood out to you about his first game?
Well, I thought after the first series, he got his legs underneath him, right, and played pretty well. Now he played off script sometimes, but coach is okay with that because as I mentioned, he had a guy by the name of Josh Allen that played off script. Russell Wilson is a starter right now. We know that. But I think this guy is the future. Can you see him play some this year? If Russell Wilson struggles some, you could see him. But I tell you what, he has the traits of Josh Allen. He really does has a cannon for an arm now. I mean, he really does. He can stand flat-footed, throw the football. And this is what we like about him. He makes plays unannounced. And when a quarterback leaves the pocket, that is typical misery for a defensive coordinator because you got to call defenses a little bit different. You're afraid to call man-to-man when you have a quarterback that can run because if you do, you figure out if we don't bottle him up, he's running, everybody's back's turned, and all before you know it, he's 10 yards down the field.
Yep. Very engaging young man, too. We had him on during the college football season last year out of Ole Miss here, and this could turn out to be a bonanza of a draft class for the Giants because Abdul Carter played 6 snaps, rushed the passer on 3 of them. All 3 resulted in a pressure or a hurry, and against Deion Dawkins, no less. Herm, what stands out when you watch the number 3 pick?
Well, his hand use and his ability to work his body. He's a big man, but he looks like he only weighs about 215 pounds the way he moves his body. Very athletic. And this is why you draft a guy this high in the first round. I mean, he can get after the quarterback. Look at him here. And they move him. He never plays in one position. You can put him on the end, you can put him inside, and what they'll do, they'll game plan when the season starts in certain situations and put him on certain players on offense when you need to put pressure on the quarterback. He can be on the guard, he could be on the tackle, you can put him anywhere on the line of scrimmage.
Think about the Giants' D-line. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, and then you bring in this guy as well. Comparisons to Micah Parsons, they both wore the number 11 at Penn State. That's going to be a scary front.
Very scary. This reminds me of the Giants of old when they had Peppers and all those guys. My era of playing, right? I mean, they were really good.
Okay, so that's just the Bills and the Giants. We got a lot more preseason football to talk about, including the Vikings and J.J. McCarthy making his return to action. Of course, got injured toward his meniscus in the first preseason game last year. Herm missed the entire season. So basically a rookie. He got the start. Got 1 drive and made the most of it, finding Jordan Addison here for 5. Addison, of course, suspended for the first 3 games of the regular season. It's too bad because McCarthy and he seem to have a little chemistry.
Yes, and I like his poise in the pocket. He keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run right away. He can at times, but I think he can play from the pocket. And you see it right there? He didn't flinch. He's got somebody at his legs. He keeps his eyes down the field, and that's important for a quarterback. No panic in this guy.
He keeps it going later in the drive. McCarthy looking for Lucky Jackson.
A little high.
Overshot that one a little bit. So we got a 4th down, and we talked about Jackson Dart. Well, J.J. McCarthy, of course, has the legs. We saw this at Michigan.
Contain the quarterback. Don't let him get outside.
Vikings win it 20-10. J.J. McCarthy, 1 drive, gets points out of the drive, 4 of 7 for 30 yards. Just a cameo, but what'd you see?
Confidence. And I think if you are the Minnesota Vikings, this guy didn't play a whole lot. And you say, well, he's playing now. And if you're a Viking fan, you're going, oh, okay. Kevin O'Connell, his coach, former quarterback, played at San Diego State. Actually, he was a quarterback on the team that my son played on, a wide receiver. So Kevin knows a little bit something about the quarterback. He loves this guy. He loves this guy. And I think the Minnesota Vikings, they found themselves a good quarterback. That's 2 of them all of a sudden. Yeah. 2 young quarterbacks, good for football. It's good for the National Football League when you can develop young quarterbacks.
as they did with Sam Darnold a year ago.
Yes.
I mean, and Sam Darnold parlayed that, of course, into a big paycheck there in Seattle. Herm is going to be hanging with us here all evening. We got a ton more football to get to throughout the course of the evening.
I love him. I think he's a fabulous player. I'm just hoping for his sake they use him correctly and don't wear him out, because that would be no fun for anybody, for this organization, for that young man. He's going to do whatever you ask him to do.
Cam Ward, started 0 for 2 passing, and we were wondering, okay, and you talked about the offensive line. They've addressed offensive line in the past 2 years prior to this draft. 2 top 11 picks with Skronsky and with J.C. Latham as well. I'm just curious, you've got a rookie quarterback stepping into a locker room and trying to win over that locker room as the face of the franchise. And when he does that, what impact does it have on those guys?
Well, he has already given this city and this team hope. And that's important. You have a guy that you respect. You watched him play tonight and you went, oh, okay, this is different. And so they've got to do a nice job of protecting him. They know that. This is their franchise quarterback. And if they can do that, he'll be there for a decade.
Let's go over to Travis Hunter now. We saw his highlights. It's an interesting way we talked about. He's a unicorn in the sense that no one has ever really done it. Deion played a little bit of receiver, but he's talking about going both ways here. How would you handle this?
Look, I would use him as a defensive player, first of all.
You would?
I'd play him at corner.
Why? Okay. Why corner instead of wide receiver?
Because he can take the ball away. He intercepts balls. He gives the offense another possession, right? I use him on offense, situational football, 3rd down, red zone. He might get 10 plays on offense, certain situations, but I'd put him on defense. This is what I would do. I would double the number 1 receiver. I'd put him on the number 2 receiver and say, okay, you want to throw to the number 2 receiver? I got a guy over there that can cover him. Not only can he cover him, he'll intercept the ball. He can intercept the ball. See, that's something about defense. I like defensive players that can catch the ball. That's possessions.
Okay, but so you don't buy the fact that this guy could be pretty much a regular on both sides of the ball in the same game?
I think it would be very difficult to play 30 snaps of defense and 40 snaps of offense.
Did it in college.
This is the National Football League.
Right.
Never been done. I'm not going to say he can't do it, but it would shorten his career, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Played about 80 to 85% of the snaps in Colorado, but to Herm's point, these are grown men now. Here
It's a different league. This is the National Football League, by the way.
I'm sorry, I
play on
almost
Sundays.
forgot it was the National
They play
Football
on
League
Sundays.
for a second. Thank you for
Cam
reminding me
Ward,
of that.
awfully impressive tonight.
He's already in
I'm already informed with you
He's
guys, man. It's
He's
late at
angry.
night. I love what you guys. You got me late at night.